Hi guys, welcome to Friggin' Jeep. My name's John, and into different stuff every day, as you guys know. But what most of you know now is the Bobcat in the back barn won't run. It runs, but it won't move. It shoots codes and shuts itself off. So I've got somebody coming out. It's where you can't get to it with their service truck to get it out. So I got to pull it out of the barn, and I've called Bobcat, and whenever I become the next one on their list, they're going to come out and take a look at it. So that's what that is. So I got to get the grass mowed, and you know, I was mowing with the other mower, and it is so slow. And some of you know I got a bad arm, and this, for who knows how long, just about kills me. If everything's below here, I'm all right, but once I start getting, I don't know, if it hits the right spot, but steering that John Deere, I don't want to do it too much. So anyhow, this thing's got a tire that goes down. I keep it jacked up. So to just even get this thing ready to go, you know, it's going to take some time. So I imagine I'm looking at probably 2 to 3 hours before I get that out, steady working, not hard work, just doing things. Okay, so we'll take you over. First thing I got to do is I got to air that tire up. I keep it jacked up like that so it doesn't, when a tire goes down, it gets flat, it gets crinkly. I could take that in and get it fixed. It's probably $200 or $300 to have that fixed, and it probably should be, I should probably do that. It stayed up for, I've had this machine for 15 years and always stayed up. In the last couple of years it started going down, so I got to move all the stuff down. I even came down and forgot to bring the keys to it, so that's kind of how stupid things are. So I need air in the I'm going to use air from the sawmill. So first we're going to start the sawmill up. That probably hadn't been started. If you're new here, I have 2 sawmills. There's this sawmill here that I am just slowly putting together a little bit at a time, but it's got an air actuated it runs air on to run everything. So I got to see if it'll start up here. Doing good. Good oil pressure. Good charge. There's the air gauge back up there. It'll have to get up to about 100. I'm going to hook up the battery over there that goes to my lights. Not that I need it, it just needs charging. That just goes to another battery over here that runs the lights up there. I guess they'd go on. If you've never been here, this is what it looks like. I need to come down with a leaf blower and clean things up. Always a lot of work to do down here. I need to finish this stupid log up and get it out of here. Which, if the weather stays nice, I can get some other things done and get it sawed. So now I got to stretch 2 air lines over to the tire. I'm not going to bring you around for that. One sits up on the, see it's sitting up there? I'll bring that out. That's a 50-footer. And then there should be another 50-footer over here. That's usually where I throw it. Looks like I didn't throw it where I thought I threw it. So now I got to go find what I did with the second 50-footer. Like I said, it'll take me 3 hours to get that thing out of there because it takes so long to get everything. Oh, there's the other airline. So I'm going to start that. I'll bring you back in a little bit. Got to go get the keys, got to go get this, got to go get that. Hope to do a little wood splitting this afternoon, but I think I'm going to bring, that stuff was so nasty, I think I'm going to bring a few logs up and cut them up. So, you know, I'd like to fill a totes. I got 2 totes over there. I'd like to fill another totes up today, but I like working after dinner, and after dinner is dark now. So, and it depends how long this takes. So it's just one little thing after another. If you guys ever play free cell, that's what working around here is like. Free cell. Got to do this to do that, this to do that. So I'll be back in a little bit. Well, it seems to be going pretty good. I'm gonna went up and got the keys, see if it'll start, let it warm up. Of course, you know, it acts like it's got a flat tire on the other side. I sure hope not. Yeah, they're good. I don't think they got much air in them. It takes a long time to fill that thing up with air, but it was a lot less because I had that thing jacked up. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Crap. Just when you think you're getting to someplace, you're not. Son of a bitch. There's always something that, you know, I got 45 minutes into it now. Now here's my problem. Can you see the hornet's nest right there? They're flying all over in here. And they ain't liking me be around here. There's always something. Nothing ever goes smooth around here. If I start that thing up, which I got the key on right now, I got to reach in there and turn it off because it's probably pulling electricity. Crap. There's always something. See them all stuck in there? They're not liking this at all. Always something, guys, always something. Wasn't planning on that. I usually get a wasp nest or two up there, but the wasps are pretty docile. These guys are not docile. They like to attack. So probably have to go in town and get a can of spray. And even then, they're not going to be happy. So I guess while that's not warming up and I'm gotta think of another plan, I would run that back there, except for, I don't know if you saw the video a while back, the two front cylinders, tilt cylinders, just took to just blowing oil out, and I don't understand why. I mean, I know the seals are real old, but anyway, crap. We'll run this up and down the track a little bit. Of course, I'm trying to get through here, and the ladder's in the way. Nothing ever is easy anymore. The ladder out of the way. If you know, I got a air clutch on this thing, so you got to turn this on if you're new here. That puts my transmission in neutral. Then I'll come down here and put it in gear. Except for it doesn't want to go into gear. I'm not sure whether that's in gear or not. Drive shaft a little bit. Yeah, right. Now we'll see if it's in gear. I kind of don't think it is. Well, I was right about that. Now it's in gear. Figured I'll at least let you guys have something interesting to see. It go up and down the track. Should probably oil that blade if I got some oil here. Don't look like I have any here handy. Probably back at the other mill. I think I do got an extra oil can back there. But anyhow, oh man, them belts are tight. If you're wondering how long that carriage is, it's 30 foot. And I got other stuff to do, so we're going to turn it off. So I can neutralize, just like going like that, that's in neutral now. I got to put a better engine shut off in. I want to put one over at the back over there. And now I'll let the air, you'll hear the air go off of this thing. That puts it back in gear. All right, I gotta go get some bug spray. I don't know what it's gonna take to get them thing out of there, and I might not be able to pull that. I don't know how long it's gonna take for those Hornets to get the heck out of there, but they ain't gonna like it, I know that. And I'll probably get stung, usually do. Daggone it. Oh, I left the tripod up there. I'm getting so daggone senile. All right, we'll bring you back in a little bit. Am I in there? Well, this is what I got. I put long sleeves on so they can't get me. I need this to spray. Put glasses on so they can't sting me around. A hat on, ears so they can't get me in the ears. And let's go piss them off more. They're pretty riled up right now. And let it sit for an hour or so. You guys wonder why I never get a project done? It's because there's always something that gets in the way of the project. So we'll be back in a little while. See you later. I didn't feel like waiting an hour, so I got about a 10-foot pole. And they're pretty riled up in there. Wow, that's a big nest. Holy moly. Holy smoly, I'm getting out of here. That was a bigger nest than I thought. Can I focus in on there? Oh, they're coming all the way out here. We're getting out of here.
Woo, look at them all.
I don't know if you can see that.
Come on, get out.
We'll see you later. Well, had to get out of there quicker than I thought. They really were getting aggravated, and they were starting to, that's probably 30 foot over, and they were kind of engulfing me and the camera lady, so we had to kind of run. That nest was a lot bigger than I thought it was, so I'm glad that I stirred it up. That'll get that chemical in there better. Be back later. Don't think they can get me in here. Wow. That nest was probably the size, at least of a football. I might come down a little bit later. I don't have the spray in this thing and spray them from just cracking the window. This thing's super airtight. They can't get into me. I've used it before for getting in as the bees' nests. Nah, I don't want to be running that today. I don't even know if I want to be playing in the wood yard today. You can't see, but they're all over out there. So now I got to come up with another plan. Yeah, can you look at them up there? Well, I'm glad I noticed it before I started it, because then I probably wouldn't have got the key out. So I guess there is some good of whatever. All right, got to go do something else now. They're down there. They're everywhere. They're mostly going, I think that's where they used to go in and out. I used to leave the window open, but there's so many cracks and holes, I mean, that they could go down into there to get up there and make that nest, that I don't think that they were using the open window to get in there. So have to look. I might have a bee helmet up in the house. Have to go look for that. Be back later. Get it? Bee. Back later. Bye. Well, let's see if we can't get another one. See if this old beast will start up. To turn it off, I gotta choke it. Switch doesn't work, so it floods it. That wasn't too bad. Take you down there. Well, I'll be up here in a minute, so I'm just going to leave it here. Got to keep it balanced. think, oh, my battery's flashing. Now my whole purpose, one reason I wanted to get this out of here, or get to that, I want to get to that pine log there. That, I got a need for it at the sawmill, or a need for it after it goes through the sawmill. So I think I might get my debarker back here and debark this here so I don't have to deal with all that crap. Look at pileated woodpeckers in here when it was standing. Anyhow, I want to get to that. I think I can, oh, look at the ants. I think I can get to it here. That's a poplar. That's the top of this lightning strike. All right, that's what I'm aiming for. We'll see you back in a little bit.